I'm back. I'm sorry. That was him.
Oh, so did it already go?
Yeah, yeah, I'm ready now. I'm good.
Oh, did excuse me. Dang. So, all right. After the party is the after party. Welcome everybody. I am your host Ray. With me, as always, we have Fada.
Yo, what's up? I just woke up. My bad.
He just woke up, and I was normally I know we do a regular podcast, but I wanted to try to work with some of the previous content we done put out, and make them in snippets because we got some gold here that I just because of me having a job and being tired when I get home, I sometimes be forgetting to chop them up. But I was going to spend time today chop them up. But Father wanted to do an after party, and I'm not denying no content. So, Father, since you requested the after party, would you mind telling me what the after party is about, or what video you wanted me to look at?
Nah, this is just a video of a very interesting phenomenon that's going on in social media right now. So you know who Versace is, right?
Yes.
So he had a tweet talking about looking too African. And yeah, it was just like there was context behind it. He's like, they don't accept any models unless they look too African or whatever. And the shit was crazy that he said that. So lately, there's been some discourse about looking too African, and how like like this notion that Black Americans look a certain way. You know. So yeah, that's this after party, and that video is supposed to dive deeper into the phenomenon.
I
Like this
think you was talking
Django.
about something look like Jody from Django. He do. He does. He does. Oh man. But is this the video right here?
No, it wasn't a video. It was a tweet.
It was just a tweet.
No, you should have just typed African instead of looking to African.
That's actually funny. That's
Yeah, you see them clowning him for it. Like
Javis does it too. He's very tired. Last year, African models look Eurocentric, and now you people saying they look extremely African. So which one is it? A bunch of weirdos. Africa is a huge continent with people that have diverse phenotypes and features. That is true. Um, I feel like when people mention this, they only think of West Africa. They don't really understand that there's other parts of Africa, and like not everybody looks the same. You could literally, and I know Africans can't. Anybody from the continent of Africa, you could tell where you're from just by like looking at you. And then like, if you're not dumb, you could, as an American, you could tell too. Like you could tell when like I could tell when someone's from Somalia. I could tell when someone's from Ethiopia. I could tell someone's from West Africa. It's like you can tell. Um, so looking too African is kind of bananas. So Father sent me this video. African Americans turning on each other. You look too African. So without further ado, we're gonna get right into it. I love her hair. I like her hair. Hopefully it's not a wig, but I like her hair.
no, that is
I
not a
don't know
wig.
what's in the air at the moment, but whatever it is, I cannot wait for it to play out because it's driving some of our people literally insane. Because tell me why, please, can somebody help me here? Why are we recently seeing this influx of some African Americans who are questioning the identity of other African Americans, talking about how they don't look African American and how they cannot be African American and how they are lying about being African American.
Now I'm cosplaying. Now I'm forcing my Chicago accent. Can you tell that to my ancestors that was enslaved in Mississippi? I'm sorry that when you look at me, you're reminded of your West African roots. But I can't help that. I'm still African American.
The FBA people, I'm starting to think y'all are psychotic because he's telling me that I don't look Black American. I am African, even though I'm telling him that I am Black American, African American.
When I first watched that video, I could not help but wonder, what are African American features? Remember this African American sister from that video I did on that other African American sister that was talking about how African Americans need to boycott African businesses? I came by this video from this brother that was talking about how this sister cannot be African American because of her features. And I was like, wait a minute, this is starting to get out of hand, because what do you mean? Not only was he very disrespectful, he insulted her looks and he started comparing her face with other African American women's face and comparing with African's face to prove his point that she cannot be African American because of her features. And I'm like, this is insane.
Why is this a thing?
Yeah.
Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? Are we bored? Are we bored as okay, Father? Are we bored as people?
Nah. Coon chip will activate. It only takes a little bit of white brainwashing to activate the coon chip of the average Negro. That's all it is really. It's just coons being loud.
Oh my god.
And the sad part about it is, this is all a result from the economic crisis that's going on. So niggas is like, okay, so who's eating my food? The Africans are eating my food. And if you disagree, then you must be African. That's what it is.
I would honestly, and if this is one of the dudes to do, I wouldn't even take him serious. Look at it. That nigga don't even look like he's functioning right now. The nigga's eyes is closed.
Yo, this nigga looks like a sneeze, literally.
You do.
This nigga. What the hell? Why is it, bruh? You already know it's about to be some bullshit.
Right. You know what he looks like? Somewhere in World Heroes, he looked like that ghost that Mudman used to shoot out as one of his projectiles or some shit like that.
You are funny as shit.
That's what he looked like. He just oh my fucking god. Oh man, back to the video.
On the video he says, is she Black American or continental African?
Listen, the forehead on this. Listen, let me pinch myself down. It's just a lot of forehead. It got to be studied. It got to be. Now, this lady claims she's Black American, and she has a gripe with boycotting African businesses. Well, she capping so hard for these African businesses, people in the comments starting to question, is she really Black?
We've gotten to a point where, like, okay, so just because someone don't agree with you, now that means that person is not African American. Is that what we are doing here? And we have to now study her forehead. Like, okay, let's even say she's not African American. Let's say she lied, which she didn't, because why would she do that, right? That don't make sense. Let's say she lied and she's African. Why do we need to study her forehead? Why do we need to be studying anybody's forehead or their face or their facial features? This is how people create insecurity in people. This is how people pick people's faces apart and then they wonder why people are going to get surgeries done. why they are tweaking their appearances, why people don't seem to love themselves anymore, love their ethnic features, why people don't seem to be able to love the faces or the features that God gave them for those that believe in God. Him that is talking about her forehead, if he shot from, okay, oh guy, you take off that face cap. Let's see what your forehead looks like.
I bet you ain't got a hairline. I bet you brother ain't got a hairline.
But real quick, Ray, could we talk about how the conversation immediately deflected from the point to her forehead?
It did. It just like it makes no sense. I was about to ask you. Do you think he was trying to be funny?
Yeah, no, this nigga was on serious. It was an unserious reply. Even the mere fact that he had something to say and then immediately said something about the forehead, the nigga was just wanting attention for himself.
Right.
You know? And I think that's the main crux of it. These niggas don't be getting attention. Because who you know about to listen to this nigga in real life?
Nobody. I don't even want to listen to it.
Bruh, they need TikTok. They need these social media platforms because ain't nobody finna listen to that shit in real life.
I hate cause I don't even want to like. I was like, this nigga don't even look like he work a full-time job or some shit. He looked like he wanted to like hustle, like he still sell dope, but he just wasn't good at it. But he's still too lazy to go get a real full-time job because I'm dead. I'm too tired to the streets and some shit like that. That's what he looked like. He looked like type of those things. Like, but you just suck at both. It's just like, oh my god. And he talks slow. I hate niggas that talk slow.
Bruh look like what comes out when you got a wet sneeze and that shit materializes.
And his beard's not attached too. Like, you got a patchy beard. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, and like, I feel like if you're gonna talk about somebody, at least clean yourself up to where niggas cannot pick you out. Cause like I probably listen to the chick with the big forehead before I listen to old sloth looking nigga like this. No matter what it is, it's just I'm not an appearance dude, but at least look the part. I will say that at least look the part. But.
And also, she looks fine.
Yeah, she like there's nothing wrong with her. Big forehead and all.
Literally nothing wrong with her.
Yeah, big forehead and all. I'm like, so what? But it's just I don't know, but it's just, I'm agreeing with you. I think he just wants attention to himself. He wants somebody, but I don't know. I feel like if I go to his comment section, or like someone who stitched this shit, it's like a load of black women just like cracking jokes on him, just talking about him and some shit like that. I can see it right now. Like I don't even have to like look up this video. I can see it right now. Like he get flamed on. Like we already flamed on him, so that's even saying much. So.
Nah, bro, you couldn't help but to flame on him because like what?
You got a t-shirt like your joint. Your shirt, first of all, his shirt is to his taco meat. Yo, you could at least put a t-shirt that, like, touches your collar instead of your chest, like your taco. Like, anybody want to see your damn taco meat. I think he probably got more cleavage than the fucking big foreheaded chick you talking about and some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't, bro. You want to know what? At the end of the day, it's just a lot of niggas that talk on women like this. It's kind of concerning.
It is concerning because on with the video.
What?
Now I know she not Black American because her eyes are too far apart. That bridge in her nose is too deep. She don't got the Black American features. You don't believe me? Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is a Black American woman.
She has on makeup. And this definitely, I'm not big on makeup, but my sister taught me contour at least. You could tell she has makeup. She got a lace front. She has contour. She got fake eyelashes. What we doing here?
Bruh, Ray, if I plopped her in the middle of Nigeria, nobody would fucking know she was Black American.
I agree.
Nobody.
I agree. Matter of fact, her sort of got the same kind of nose feature, kind of. But like I said, you could tell the contour right here from where she doesn't have a contour. Like, yeah, niggas are stupid.
See the smaller bridge, nose, the eyes, almond shaped and long, almost wrapped around the head, and they closer together. And if you look at her eyes, you see how far apart they are, almost beady, and they don't wrap around the head. I can show you another example of a Black American woman with the, as you can see right here, nasal cavity is narrower.
You literally cannot make this shit up.
She got more African features. She literally looks like she come from the motherland. What the fuck is she talking about? She has majority African features. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Is he dead ass? Is he dead ass?
Yo, if you plopped her in the middle of Cameroon, they'd adopt her like immediately.
Oh my fucking god! What we doing? Oh my god!
Yeah, you see, huh? Like, you are seeing firsthand the shit that a lot of us are like dealing with.
I'm gonna be real. Go ahead.
Nah, just you got these babbling ass niggas out here just saying shit in the name of Black America. That's the worst part.
I'm gonna be real with you. Ever since you showed me those spaces where the FBAs and where the FBAs was arguing with each other, and these are FBAs just arguing with each other over some of the dumbest shit. I said, I don't want to be in these spaces because I feel like there's nothing y'all doing in these spaces accomplishing anything. Y'all just like just talking shit to each other. So, and it's like none of them sounds knowledgeable. And I hate that because I've been in spaces where you've literally hosted and everybody in there sounds knowledgeable as fuck. But I go to some of these spaces and then like I hear some of the most ignorant shit ever. And these are... Oh my god. Bro. Oh my god. Let's get back to the video.
He's being serious. Yo.
Eyes closer together in the almond shape. This a woman from Mali. You see her eyes? Far apart, beady. They don't really wrap around. And the nasal cavity is thick. That's the difference.
This nasal cavity is thick.
I made the same face. I made the same face. I'm not even gonna hold you. I made the same face.
Nah, because that's some shit you really gotta pause and you really gotta be like, he's really that dumb?
The fuck are you talking about? I need to start investing in soundboards. The fuck are you, especially the one with Lord Jamal's like, the fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? Oh my god, like... This is the type of nigga you just like you slap in the back of the head. Shut your dumb ass up. What is this? Nigga, go over there and wash dishes or some shit like that. You just tell a nigga,
You lost your speaking privileges.
yeah. This is honestly, and yo, thank you for bringing that up. This is why I tell people not everybody can speak for you. I understand giving everybody a voice, but not everybody should speak for you. Because you don't, because even with, they have the right intentions, they don't say the right things. And when they don't say the right things, sometimes it makes your movement look bad. I have seen that many of times where it's just like people let anybody speak when they say they from a diaspora. This is why, like, when you saw Malcolm X, only Malcolm X spoke. This is why when you see the Nation of Islam, you only hear Farrakhan speak. Or, like, the few people that, that are eloquent and knows how to use their message for positive and knows how to deliver the message positively. That's why you only hear, like, a few of them. You don't hear everybody because you got niggas like him that maybe he may have right intentions. He's just dumb. I'm just saying, he's just dumb. But there is people that, they may have the right intentions. They may be good for the cause. But when you hear them speak, you be like, put a muzzle on that motherfucker. Okay, don't put that nigga near a camera. Just don't put him near a camera. Shut the fuck up. He took me, As soon as you see him near, Mike, okay, go, no, over there. Take your ass back.
But I just want to say that shut the fuck up.
You are banned. Oh, man. Let's get back to the video.
Be so for real. He can't.
We not even 5 minutes in, by the way.
Cannot be serious.
Here's another example. Small nasal cavity, eyes close together.
Does he really don't get makeup and contour? Like, she is fully caked with makeup. Like, you don't. Like,
yeah, he's cool.
Oh my god! Like you could see the browning on the nose. If any man knows, I know some dudes in there. How the fuck you know? So I have sisters. All right, and one of them does makeup. All right, you pick up things, like you like contour and browning and shit. Like you just pick up shit. If you have anybody man that has sisters, you pick up some shit that you learn from like. That's why I know about weaves, lace fronts, and all that other stuff. Like if you grew up with sisters, you pick up a couple things. So just forewarning.
And almond-shaped eyes that wrap around. As you can see, even the men's eyes, wide nasal cavity, eyes far apart, and beady.
This is the point we are at, guys. What does this add to the conversation? Imagine just scrolling on TikTok and then you find yourself being used like this for this kind of video. Someone is pointing out your features and picking it apart and talking about how your nasal cavity is wide and that's the reason why you are African or should be African or cannot be African American. I would be so mad. I refuse for my likeness to be used for whatever this is, whatever this agenda is, this madness.
He's a black American, as you can see, small, nasal.
Again, a nigga with a lot of African features. A lot of African features. What are you talking about? Like, what do you I don't think this nigga passed middle school. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think this nigga passed. He probably dropped out of middle school.
Yeah, nigga, I don't think this nigga passed the drive-through.
Oh shit.
Passage, wide eyes, almond-shaped eyes. As you can see, it's a difference. As you can see the difference. And this is why I don't believe she's black American, because her features is not consistent. We ain't even going to talk about the 5 head, 7 head, 10, whatever the fuck. We're not even gonna talk about that. But we just talking about the lower features. The nasal cavity that's not it. The beady eyes is not it. That's not Black American. I can spot you. I can see y'all.
See the way he's laughing. He really thinks he's done something here.
It's clear that I can see y'all now. Yeah, it's a difference. It's a major difference.
The only thing he's presently proving is that there really isn't a difference, because she is African American, but he is saying that, oh, with her features she cannot be because she looks too African. I guess she has African features, right? But she's an African American. So if you are saying she looks too African to be African American, you are basically saying that we have the same features. Because even the people that he brought up talking about how, oh, those features that they have are the African American features, the Africans who have those kind of features as well. So what are you saying? Except for the fact that, like, oh, we do actually look alike.
I want people to read that. I just want people to read that. For those that don't understand why we're going so hard the way we're going, right there. We look alike because we share ancestry. Like that should be the end all be all. Like Michael Jordan, going to 6 NBA Finals and winning 6 rings and never losing. That's why I think Michael Jordan is better than LeBron. Or like Floyd Mayweather might be the greatest boxer because he's undefeated, or some shit like that. That right there is just one of those things where it's just like, it's in your face. This is why people think that. It's just, we share the same ancestry. Like, especially if you know your fucking history, that this is how we got here. Yes, I know there were people that was here before slavery, but at the same time there was other people that got here. Like, I don't have to. You should know this already. This is basic. You learned this in school. This is basic knowledge. There's a reason why we're still doing 23andMe's, just so people can find out what their ancestries is or how far they go back. There's whole specials on it. Like, and then you want to say, Father, before I continue on to the video?
Nah, continue the video.
Okay.
But anyway, boycotting whoever disrespects us. We don't need a reason. This art over here, and we're gonna treat y'all accordingly, regardless. You know what I mean? I don't really do business with Africans anyway, and they don't do business with me. But at the end of the day, if the sisters feel like boycotting the braid shop, that's just what it is. What the fuck? That's just what it is, man. So you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Y'all gotta come respectful, or it's up and it's stuck.
This is the problem I was talking about in that video I made on the diaspora wars that's presently going on, right? Is that if you are not careful, it will have you having so much hate in your heart that you would not even know when you start not only turning your back on your people. Like we see this one now, he's turning his back on his people from his immediate community, the African American community. He's now saying, you are not African American because you look this way, you look too African, because he feels a certain way about Africans. He don't like Africans, right? Obviously, right? He is now picking apart his own people and saying, oh, this your fish, I've seen it on an African before, so you must be African. Yeah, so now you are not my people anyways. That is crazy. That is insane. And I fear that there is a layer of fisherism going on here as well.
We are not boycotting. No Africans. I'm sorry. We are not boycotting our brothers and sisters. Especially if y'all.
Black American, we have an issue. We have another Sambo. They coming out the woodwork. Whenever we try to come together and do something, our own people go against us for things like, I still want to get my hair braided. The bigger.
What the fuck he talking about, Sambo? Does he even know what the fuck Sambo? What the fuck are you talking about? Are we throwing out words now?
Yes.
We just don't. We throwing out words now. I see the gray in his beard. I see the gray in his beard. But come on, bro. It's like, come on, bro. This is what we doing out here. Like, this is not even like has nothing to do with sandboarding. Oh my god.
Issue like preserving our lineage, preserving our culture, not getting recolonized by these people. None of that matter.
Recolonized by Africans? What? Wait a minute. Is it saying Africa wants to, or Africans want to colonize America? African Americans? What is he talking about? Recolonize? Have we colonized them before?
The only thing that matters is we need our hair braided. Crazy. So I checked her page out, and she has a direct tie, obligation, loyalty to the continent of Africa. She living in Senegal doing business over there. So of course she's gonna get online and tell us support Africans. FBA is wrong. Black Americans is wrong.
Or maybe the reason why she's saying she's not going to boycott African braiding shops or African businesses is because she's tired of the divide in the black community. She's tired of us fighting each other every 5 market days. Maybe the reason why she doesn't want to participate in the boycott of African businesses is because she wants us to come together, because she knows that together we are stronger, because unity would benefit us more than divide ever would.
I've said the same thing. I've said this war, within a war is stupid. Whether it's the gender war between black men and black women, whether it's this diaspora war between FBAs and Africans, and like all of it's stupid. Like I don't know how many times when I say we need each other, and like I remember like even like you said like go back to Africa, follow your roots, and like and I know since you said that a lot of people have done that, and we how can I say this? I don't think we're colonized. I don't understand. What do you mean by colonized? It's just like we have our culture. Like Black American culture is American culture. So if you're colonized, if you think they're trying to colonize Black American culture, that means you think they're trying to colonize American culture. There's a lot of things black people we done did for this country specifically. So what the fuck are you talking about colonizing? And also, it's just like, why? Like, what is the purpose of you doing this? And like, when, especially during this time of day when we need each other the most, why are you trying to separate them? And that's the part where I've always been confused. It's just like, the time we need unity the most seems like the time where everybody want to fucking be individuals and separate. It's just what is wrong with y'all? You got anything to say before I move on?
Nah, here you go.
Because when we come together, we would be able to achieve greater things. We'll be able to get us for ourselves those things that we want, get ourselves to the places that we want to be. We'll be able to get ourselves that liberation that we so desperately crave. And I'm not even going to be playing the rest of the clip because the video is it's a total mess. Grown ASS man, by the way, zeroing in on that sister's face like that, and the other brass and sisters' faces he had up in that video of his, picking apart their features. I'm like, that's so childish. It's so childish, it's insane. I cannot even begin to find a word to describe how childish that is. But that's what a grown man was doing on the internet with his full chest. The entire situation is just screaming undercover CIA agents because ain't no way. Ain't no way. I don't like what he did to that sister at all. It really pissed me off. I wish he left her the F alone, left her face alone, left her features alone. There is absolutely nothing wrong with how she looks. She's beautiful. She said so much sensible things in that her video, but all he could focus on was her nose and her nasal cavity and the gap between her eyes. I'm like, can you be serious? Can you be serious? We are definitely going to be leaving a good number of people behind for sure. Because some of these people.
She was about to say the same thing I said. I was gonna quote Umar. I ain't gonna lie to you. I said I'm starting to believe Umar more and more when he said we can't take him on. Well, the summer's gonna have to put to sleep for good.
Yo.
Like I know he said that in a joking way, but Umar was serious. We cannot take this. Like some of y'all gotta go. I've said this, but I was a little too extreme in mine. I was so thankful because I was like, I said this 13. I think we made up like 13% of the population. I done said like if we, if there was like 6 of us, I feel like we do better than the 13. I said, but that's like a little too Thanos-y. But I still stand on it. Like there's some people that don't do us good, and some people that just hold us back. So I did. So I stand on my point, and this is she's saying the same thing I'm saying. So it's like I agree with her. Like, yeah, some of them have to be put to sleep for good.
Who cannot be saved. This situation is a mess. It's crazy that this is what is happening in 2025. I cannot believe my eyes. But what are your thoughts? Let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. And of course, as always, I'll be catching you in the next one. Bye. Our noses evolved to look the way they look and be the way they are so that we can breathe well and survive. It's all for survival here. So like all of this stuff that they attach to features and want to turn things that happened during evolution for our survival, make it beauty statements or say that you are ugly if certain features don't look certain way. We are just
well, she just closed it. So yeah. Sound like she just repeating. Thoughts, Father?
So, the reason why I picked this video in particular is because, number one, this shit is easy to dismantle. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're doing any work to dismantle it. This shit is easy to dismantle. The nigga is wrong, period. Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is that, unfortunately, we have people who are pushing a narrative that has been sponsored by white supremacy, and they don't see that it is white supremacy. They think that they are trying to gatekeep or protect their quote-unquote culture. But it's the very same culture in which was founded upon the idea that they were inferior because they came from a certain place and have a certain color about them. You feel what I'm saying? So an ideology was perpetuated in order for black folks in America to feel like inferior, to feel like second-rate citizens, so on and so forth. But the thing is, black Americans proved, not only did black Americans prove them the fuck wrong, but they also outshined them in pretty much every single thing that there is to have. And they were punished for it over and over and over again. So when you have that type of history, you feel what I'm saying? When you come from that type of history, you should feel nothing but proud of these people that have, fought and, have created a roadmap to not only self-determination, but pride and identity. You know what I'm saying? The actualization of self within your identity and your culture. You feel what I'm saying? For example, I'm a product con man, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm a proud con man, and I'm only a proud con man because I went into my history and I researched my fucking roots and my folks. You feel what I'm saying? I did research. I saw where they were at. I saw the wars. I saw the conflicts. I saw the moments of prosperity. And you want to know what I come to find out? My people is no different than any other people in this world. Or we got our ups and we got our motherfucking downs. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with y'all too. Y'all got your ups and your downs too. So there's really nothing that the only thing that makes us different is our geographical and our environmental influences. You know, but other than that, bruh, Nick, bruh, Africans, we fucking sing and shout at church. Black Americans do the same thing. Some Black Americans put okra in their gumbo. We have okra stew. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we have a lot of similarities, and we also have differences and nuances within those similarities. That doesn't mean that it's beef. The only reason why they believe that it is beef is because they're trying to push an agenda of superiority. Because in the United States of America, they are horrendously always undermined. And within the black community, like we said before, niggas like that don't get listened to. So they go on social media causing trouble because they know that it's the quickest way to get clout. And they can also push their ideas and push the fact that they have been horrifically influenced by the culture of, being in such a position, and they don't take seriously the institution of education to liberate themselves out of it. It's like you can't save a slave who doesn't know that they're a slave. You feeling what I'm saying? You can't save someone who doesn't acknowledge that they need to be saved in the first place. So, you know, like we joke around and say that some of them need to be put to sleep for good and shit like that, but at the same time, this is why Harriet Tubman shot the fucking traitors. You know what I'm saying? This is why when you research the Haitian Revolution, anybody who showed even a hint of hesitation when it came to liberating themselves from the colonizer was put down. You know what I'm saying? Not because we are a cruel people, but because the objective is so important. We literally cannot afford you to fuck this shit up. So if you show any type of hesitancy towards the cause of our collective liberation, then you gotta go. And they was about that life. So that's how I'm kind of looking at it. You got niggas that aren't about that life when it comes to their own liberation, yelling at people that are, because not only does it get them attention, but more sinisterly, it makes it appear like they have some type of power or some type of effect on the current circumstances, and that's what's at the core of this. They want to feel like they have some semblance of control, because as we covered again, the rent is going up, the groceries is going up, the gas is going up. People are getting squeezed the fuck out, and the motherfucking great American empire is collapsing right before your very eyes. But that's how you also know they haven't paid attention to history, because right before Martin Luther King died, what did he say? I fear I may have integrated my people into a burning house. He said that in the late 60s. I want you to put that into context. He said that in the late 60s. So it goes to show you how slow the collapse is. And it also goes to show you who's actually tapped in and who's just being delusional. So I'm gonna end with this. I'm gonna end it with a question, Ray, and I want you to answer this question for me. So, with everything that you have heard, and with the analysis that I just gave, you, Ray, as a Black American, as someone who's born and raised in this country, as someone who is immersed in this motherfucking culture, let me ask you: did you ever in your life feel like you had something ashamed to be about when it comes to Black American culture or anything of the sort? Did you feel inferior to African culture? Did you feel lost at all in any circumstance? Answer truthfully as a Black American.
No,
Go ahead.
no, because like I got my grandparents are I'm born and raised in this country. On my mom's side, obviously, FBA, all that. My father's side, Black Panamanian. Grandparents come straight from Panama. So I gotten the best of both worlds. and also as someone that's grown up around many cultures of black diaspora in Riverdale, Maryland. Like you didn't just get black Americans. You had black Americans. You had Somalians. You had Ethiopians. You had you damn near had Nigerians. You had um, Ghanaians. I've been around people, multicultural people, Jamaicans, Haitians, all the other stuff. So I've been around a melting pot, and I've seen like when we come together, we all, like you said, we have our ups and downs, we have our trials and tribulations. We got. I don't feel inferior or superior to people because I know we go through all things, and then I've seen like even even though we crack on each other, like there's still a family there. So like everywhere I go, it's just like I done created a family. It's just like maybe you may make fun of somebody because of the way they talk, but you know that motherfucker's smart as shit if you really like like if you really like sit down and have a conversation with them. There's a lot of things where I just growing up where I've done seen many things. It's just like we all have ideas. If we could just pitch each other in, and then like we could get. And I say this all the time. If we everybody has good ideas. Um, Sometimes instead of just fighting the ideas, we should be able to the good ideas. Let me be specific. We all have good ideas that I feel like a lot of people would say if we could just utilize the good ideas, I feel like we could always push ourselves up out of the totem pole that we always say we at the bottom at. But instead, sometimes we fight other people's ideas. And I always say, like, if you really listen, and I tell people all this time, I feel like y'all don't sit down and listen to each other. If y'all really sit down and listen to each other, y'all would be like, oh, okay, I can see your point, or I can see where I can utilize this in my regular life. We would do better for ourselves. But sometimes, like you said, we shoot ourselves in the foot. Like, we about to run a relay race. Why would you shoot yourself in the foot? That doesn't give you. So, to answer your question, yeah, I've never felt that way.
And I never felt that way about your culture either. And you want to know what, too, Ray? You want to know what's so annoying? Everybody talks shit.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Literally everybody talks shit. The niggas that are accusing other niggas of talking shit are talking the most shit as a, like, response to the niggas that they perceived was talking shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just like, bruh, African Americans talk shit to African Americans all the fucking time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so to somehow create a narrative that is worse when an African does it, or like when somebody who's outside the continent does it, bro, the niggas I know, they just roast them niggas to oblivion. You feel what I'm saying? It's not even anything to, bro. You really think niggas is crying because somebody said, oh, black Americans don't have a culture? Ain't nobody crying over that shit. You know?
You're like, wrong, but yeah, I'm not crying over it.
And first of all, like, even the mere fact that somebody says that, like, shouldn't be taken seriously at all in the first place. You know? Like, it's no different than a nigga babbling. You know? Like, you can't be taken serious. So, that's why I question it. It's like, why are you taking this shit seriously? Especially if it's not true. You feel me? Like, that just shows low self-esteem. And I just think that low self-esteem doesn't represent black Americans. It doesn't. I don't know no, bruh. Nah. As much shit as you done in this country, you gonna make me believe that you are that soft? Because again, the niggas that are talking shit, you feel what I'm saying? They got their own shit too. They got shit that they not proud about. Let he who is without saying cast the first stone, right? So nobody should be talking shit to any black people. Should be the last people talking shit about any other black people. You should be the last niggas talking shit about anybody. You know? But hey. You know, because your grandparents are from Panama, they're gonna call you a tether. That's the funny part.
Here's the thing though, like,
it's so funny.
Like, my grandparents are from Panama, but like even then their roots reside from Jamaica, and like if anybody understand like why, like there's a lot of like most Panamanians are like dark skinned and black, and just like and they're dark because they come through. They was trying to work on the Jamaicans was working through the Panama Canal. They had a bunch of Jamaicans work on the Panama Canal. I know. I'm briefly discussing the history, but yeah, there's a history of Jamaicans working, and then they just settled in Panama. So yeah, there's a lot of Jamaican culture with the Panama. So and some Jamaicans, a lot of them came from Africa because the ship didn't just stop in America, it stopped in a bunch of islands too. So, which refers all the way back to Africa, which is why I say this conversation is fucking stupid.
Not only is it stupid, but you can literally see the influence. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for example, let's take jazz, right?
Yes.
Like, jazz is a Black American invention, but you can clearly see, especially early jazz, you can clearly see that there's influences. It wasn't just a sound that came out of nowhere, right?
Right.
There was American influence in that geographic region where multiple different groups was there, but because Black people, you know what I'm saying, a lot of them were shipped from Africa. A lot of that shit lived on. You feel what I'm saying? And it evolved into something else. That's why when Africans started doing jazz, you know what I'm saying? Like it just felt like there was no real. We picked it up quickly. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Ray, you listen to African music. A lot of African music, you can clearly tell there's Black American influence, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not something I need to point out to you. You fucking hear it.
You can hear it.
You know? So, it's not that there's beef. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, when motherfucking Summer Walker did that song with Davido, you know what I'm saying? Chris Brown stay in Nigeria now.
Yeah.
You know?
A lot of his songs, he used a lot of Afro beats.
Yeah.
Sensational.
Yeah, he's like literally fucking speaking pidgin in songs and shit like that. The Afrobeatification of Chris Brown is complete.
Yes.
You know? But you want to know what it is though? Because Chris Brown understood that there's something very familiar about the sound. You know? And the fact that within Afrobeats, there's elements of R&B, there's elements of funk, there's elements of soul. You can hear this shit. You know? Like, it's in the motherfucking music. So, yeah, like that whole Diaspora Award thing, bro, you want to know what it is? It's an agenda.
I agree.
It's an agenda. You feel what I'm saying? It's an agenda to try and divide people because they know that when we come together, it's over. Look, nigga, their birth rates are dropping. You see it.
Yeah.
Their birth rates are fucking dropping. So they on tilt right now. So they're using every single weapon that they can to try and divide the people. They're not going to divide the people. They can't divide the people.
I couldn't agree with you more. Like, I totally agree. Especially since it's their fault. Especially when it was their fault. Oh, shoot.
Like, we get blamed for reaching out and seeing what the fuck. Like, they're just mad at the fact that that what they did to you, they did to a whole bunch of other people, too.
Right.
And the one thing that we all have in common is that we're all Black. You know? Like, bruh, I want you to imagine, Ray. I want you to motherfucking imagine a Black American in like the 1940s meeting a Jamaican for the very first time and just trading fucking stories.
I think that'd be dope.
You feeling what I'm saying?
I think that'd be dope.
And like, it's not no Black American from like New York or whatever. Let's say it's a Black American from like Alabama or some shit. Like, they family been in the trenches all this motherfucking time, and there's some random Jamaican dude, and then they just start fucking talking because this man, like, the black American sees the Jamaican man and he just thinks it's another black man. You feel what I'm saying? But and then he hears the accent, he's like, who the fuck is this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine the fucking stories that they're gonna trade. And imagine the outcome of what is going to result from that conversation that they have. I can tell you it's not gonna be negative. Both of them are gonna talk, and then after that conversation, they're gonna be brothers.
Right.
You know? Because the history is, yo, your people got fucking enslaved too? Shit, me too. What they get you for? They had us do sugarcane. They had us pick cotton. Yo, what the fuck? You know? Did you do some revolts? Yeah, we did revolts. Did you do revolts? Yeah, we revolted like a motherfucker. Emancipate. Bruh, there was a whole civil war in America. The Jamaicans like, what? Come on, bruh. So are they playing around? You know? They're trying to they're trying to undermine the history of black people, and it's disrespectful because people died for this shit, you know? People died for this. People died for the liberation of black people from the continent to the Caribbean to the United States. A lot of people died for this shit. And it's disrespectful too because, you know, you just said it, Ray. You know, America, Panama, Jamaica connection. You're not just one fucking person. You know, you stretch out miles and miles and miles beyond, and they want you to just focus on that one little tiny piece, and not even on some good shit, on some ignorant shit. I don't know, man. It's an agenda out here, but hey, you know we got sense, so it's easy to see it and identify it, but it still don't. But it still means that like. A lot of shit hasn't changed, you know.
We got a lot of work to do.
It's still a lot of Negroes that need to be put down. But I digress.
I think you done said it. I don't think you done said everything. So, I was about to ask, you got any last thoughts before we shut this down?
Do you have any other questions, or is it clear to you?
It's clear to me. So, and I think you done said so much that, like, I don't, if, or I would be pulling a Dion Pootie Tang and just repeat myself.
Yo, the Dion Pootie Tang is crazy.
Yeah, shout out to Dion. But, yeah, I think we done said everything. So, with that being said, I appreciate the video, Father. Oh yeah, what do you I'm pretty sure you done said this before too, but like I always say, what do you think that we can learn from this? That's what I usually end it with.
All right, so this is what you do. This is what you can learn from this, right? So, go to your favorite Jamaican restaurant, go get you some jerk chicken, or go get you some oxtail, whichever one. Go to like a Nigerian or a Ghanaian restaurant, go get you some jollof rice with the goat meat and the stew. And then go to like a, what's another one? Go to like a soul food restaurant, get you a little bit of cornbread, get you a little bit of collard greens, you know, and then just eat and appreciate some shit. And come to find out, oh shit, when black people come together, this shit is delicious. That's all you need. You feeling what I'm saying? Like, could you imagine a plate like that? I want a plate like that. I eat the fuck out of that.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shoot. Hell yeah. So, all right. With that, my bad. You had more before? I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I didn't have more. As someone that has had jerk chicken and jollof before, it changed my motherfucking life, and we were meant to be together. So shout out to that. Shout out to that.
Shout out to that. Okay. All right. I would like to thank Father for the video, and I would like to thank all y'all for joining us at the after party. Tune in to next time when we have another video and we do another after party. With that being said, I am your host, Ray. That is Father. We are signing out. Peace.